Hello, welcome to another edition of the Cryptic Mystic, and welcome to another Cryptic Crossword walkthrough for beginners. Today I'm going to be looking at one of our favourite setters, PostMark, his latest crossword on mycrossword.co.uk. It came out of the weekend. It's number 2288 if you want to follow along. There's a link in the video description as well. I'll put that in later. PostMark's a fantastic setter. We've done a few of his crosswords already and I'm really looking forward to this one. So shall we get on with it? Why not? Okay, so let's get going and let's start. We'll start with 9 across here. I would say PostMark quite often puts as a theme in his crossword. Not always, but sometimes. So okay, let's keep an eye out for a theme as well. See if you can spot it before me if there is one. Okay, so let's go with 9 across. Brit Corporation changes hands. I've had this mechanism previously in a wordplay, like changes hands. What it meant was like, obviously hands can be left or right. So if something changes hands, and you either go from L to R or R to L. So whatever the word is, it's got an L in it or an R in it, and then you swap them. So I'm trying to think what this could be. It's a fruit, I think, is the definition then, based on that. So corporation changes hands. A corporation is one of those words in cryptics that, you obviously, I think I had this in a previous crossword there last week as well. Quite often corporation obviously means something to do with a company, like business, a corporation, like a limited company or a large enterprise. But in cryptics, it can also mean to do with your belly. It's actually a word for your stomach, your digestive system, whatever, your corporation. So I'm wondering if this is belly, because belly always has 2 L's in it. Maybe if we change belly to the 2 L's to R's, we get berry, don't we? And that definitely fruit. I'm going to go with that. I think it's fruit. So B-E. Oh, hang on. Let's try again. B-E-R-R-Y. Okay. Something weird happened to cursor there, so I'm just going to. Okay, we're back. Okay, good. Okay, that's a good start then. Let's try 10 across. Remember we had Mary Berry before as a chef. I wonder if he's gone back to the chefs again. But, well, let's find out. I'm thinking of the theme here. Let's do 10 across anyway. Professional visit that might interrupt bingo. So when you have a question mark, this usually means there's a cryptic definition potentially, or whatever the question mark's attached to, you could be looking for. This could be a definition by, it's called definition by example. It could be, this is an example of something like bingo. 5-4. I'm thinking, bingo, I'm thinking quite a professional visit. I'm thinking doctors coming to your house, and house obviously is a call, and bingo as well. So this is, I think this is house call. So a house call would be something you would shout if you have all the numbers, wouldn't you, in bingo? But it's also once upon a time what doctors used to do. Do you remember those days where a doctor would actually come to your house with his bag? Now they won't even answer the phone. Right, let's try 11 across. Okay. Lost, sadly, icon of church council. Not sure what's happening here. Like, sadly could be an anagram indicator, but then we need 9 letters, and we've only got 4 and 4 there, so I don't think it's that. Plus it's in the middle of both words, so it doesn't really work, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure. Not quite sure what's going on there, so let's see. Let's try 12 across instead. Switch over finally for Frasier. Frasier? Question mark. You remember Frasier? I wonder if this is a reference to Frasier, the comedy show, like the spin-off from Cheers. Switch over finally for Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure. I'm trying to remember what his name was. Fraser, was it Crane or something like that? Fraser, don't know why Fraser Crane is coming to me, but I'm not sure. I'll come back to it. Let's remember that. Maybe, well, let's see. Okay, let's try 13 across. Story about old state with divided vision. With divided vision. Question mark again. You see, that could again be, this could be like a cryptic definition or an example. Divided vision. I'm just thinking of story. Story is very often, when you see story, it's going to be something like a lie or something like that, or a fib. About could mean it's a word for that, around, old state. Old can just be an O. State can be a few things. You could be talking about like an American state, or it could also be a word that comes up quite often, which is AVER. Aver can also mean state. Let's have a think. But I think this is wordplay this end, because it looks more wordplay to me, and this is going to be definition, and it's going to be divided vision, or with divided vision, or oh, I'm just thinking now, like, I was thinking about lie, but I think it might be fib. Fib is put backwards. If this about can mean you reverse a word as well. If we put fib backwards, we get BI. And I'm thinking divided vision, those glasses that have two lens strengths, they're called bifocals, aren't they? And we have the story about, which is a reversed fib. Then old is an O, and then the state is California. Look at that. That's a short for California, or abbreviated. That's a cool clue. Nice one. Right. Let's try 15 across. Mangling tango, disheartened stud. So mangling tango, disheartened stud. There's quite a few things going on there, isn't it? Like, we have mangling sounds like an anagram indicator to me. We have enough letters if we use tango, and then disheartened can mean take the inside letters away, out of a word. So maybe we're just using the S and the D. With tango, that could be what's happening. That would give us 7 letters, wouldn't it? S, D, and tango. But then what is it actually? What's the definition? Mangling, tango, disheartened, stud. Oh, I don't know. It could also look like this. It could be a word for stud, and a word for mangling, and then tango, disheartened. So it could end in TO, for example. But not sure. So there's a couple of ways you could look at that clue. So let's come back to that one as well, will we? But I'm just going to switch to the downs now and see if we can make something of these. It'll help us, I think, if we get something going here. Derby boss avoiding dirty jobs regularly goes out. Right. What I can see there of this wordplay is this word regularly. That usually means alternate letters. So alternate letters of jobs or dirty jobs would be what exactly? It would be DRY. DRYOS. DRYOS is like dryos. Regularly goes away. We've got a B here though. That's tricky, isn't it? I'm not sure. I mean, Derby boss, I'm thinking Brian Clough. From back in the day, but I think it'd be a stretch if this was anything to do with Brian Clough. I'm going to come back to that one as well. Right, let's try 2 down. Abandoning international series, umpires up for handover. So abandoning international series, umpires up for handover. We'll see an umpire is a referee, isn't it? And an umpire's up. This is a down clue. So when you see a reference to things going up, that means reversal. And I'm just seeing this F here. So I think this ends in ER. So this is the ref reversed. And always for nearly always indicates where the definition is. So remember the definition's either at the beginning or the end of the clue. So when you see for, usually everything after the for is a definition. So we're looking for a word for handover here. And then we have just have to work out what abandoning international series means. I'm also just looking at the check-in letters to see what word I can make there. Transfer I can make, and I think that could be right actually. Let's have a look. So international, so abandoning international, this is like a deletion thing. So international can be abbreviated to an I, can't it? A series, you could say that's a train. Trains. Would you say trains? No, train. It's train because there are umpires. You notice that apostrophe S there. I sort of ignored that to begin with, but that's here, look. So it's refs. And then we have train, TRAIN, but we're abandoning the international. So we're taking the I out of that and giving us transfer. Well, I got there in the end. Okay, cool. Let's try 3 down now. Vocalist stopped working, given stain. Vocalists stopped working, given stain. Just based on that, I'm thinking this is died. You know, if you stain something, you dye it, don't you? But in the past tense, it's died. Yeah, it is. And this is a homophone indicator. So we're basically saying, you know, for someone who vocalizes, if someone stopped working, it dies, doesn't it? So if it stopped working, it died. And that's where this is the vocalist here is indicating that this is a homophone. So this is D-Y-E-D, I believe. I can't tell. There we go. Y-E-D. There we are. Cool. Okay. So far, so good. Any sign of any theme yet? Transfer, bifocal, bury, house call. Not yet. Don't see anything. Let's try 4 down. Cast admits line produced laughs. Something's admitting something here. So that to me is saying where this is a container clue of some description. Line can be abbreviated to an L. And this produced laughs. So laughs, I think, is the definition. So I'm just looking here. I can see chortles. Could be laughs, couldn't they? Chortles. But I don't see how that's... Let me just write it in and see if I can make sense of it, because that's the thing to do, isn't it? See when I see it right in front of me. So here's the line. So that leaves us with chorts. That's not a word, is it? It's not chortles. Okay. Let's get rid of that again. Think of another word for laughs. Chuckles. Chuckles as it is. Yes, chuckles. Because chucks would be cast. Right? Cast admits line. Cast would be chuck, wouldn't it? Chucks. Chooks. I'm doubting myself now, actually. Cast. think cast is chuck. That's to throw, isn't it? Admits line. Produced laughs. I think laughs is right. I mean, I'm fairly sure laughs here is the definition. That's definitely chuckles. Now, am I making an absolute mess of working out the wordplay here? Yeah, I can't see it right now. Now that I've written it down, I don't know. Let me just check 18 across, see if that's right. If S is an S, then I think we're okay. Heading west, bogus quack. Heading west, bogus quack. So something like that could be heading west to me is tell me we're reversing something. Oh, I don't know. Let's have a look at this. I'm not convinced. I want to go back to this again. Cast admits. Line. Produced laughs. Why is this? Actually, this should be, if produce was like a link word, then that would be, that should be produces, shouldn't it? It shouldn't be produced. So maybe this is a definition of produced laughs. Maybe it's chuckled. Chuckled? Still not sure. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave it. Just come back later. I'm going to leave it for now. 5 down. Slug losing head to minute fish. Or slug losing head to minute fish. You never know with these things, do you? So, slug losing head could literally be the word slug losing head. Like losing its initial letter. This could be L-U-G. To minute fish. This is definitely some sort of fish, isn't it? Slug using head. I don't think this is lug something, do you? I'm trying to think what else this could be. Head can be abbreviated to an H. Minute can be abbreviated to an M. So I'm thinking maybe a slug could be a bullet, couldn't it? So a bullet losing its head, but replacing the head with an M, that gives us a mullet. That's a cool clue. I like that. A mullet's a type of fish, isn't it? That's so good. That's this is tricky, isn't it? Right, 6 down. Crack camels bred to run. Crack camels bred to run. This looks to me like an anagram, maybe. Crack could mean make an anagram of the camel's bred. And the whole thing means to run. Or maybe it means crack and to run is anagram indicator. I don't know. I'm just liking the idea of these because I see 6 letters there and 4 letters is 10 letters. What could that be? No, I don't see it yet. It's quite late when I'm doing this tonight and I'm feeling a little bit sluggish actually. Let's see, I'll keep cracking on and I'll come back. But I think that's an anagram. Let's try 7 down. Expedition is turning around at some distance. Well, is turning around. Is turning for a start could be a reversal. I'm feeling like some distance means afar, doesn't it? I think this is safari. So we have is reversing and then it's around a word for a some distance, around afar, and an expedition is a safari, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's cool. That's a good one. Good. 8 down. Down tequila by periodically knocking it back. So down tequila by periodically knocking it back. This again feels like there's a reversal going on here. Yeah, that's what's happening, and it's reversed as well. So periodically is a bit like regularly. It means alternate letters. And if we're also going backwards, the definition here is actually down. So we're going backwards through by tequila by, and we're using the alternate letters, and it's B-L-U-E, blue, which is, if you're blue, you're down, aren't you? Very nice. Good. It's making me work for this one tonight, PostMark. But good fun though, some brilliant clues here. Let's try 12 across again. We tried that before. Switch over finally for Fraser. God, this does starting to look like Crane, isn't it? I wonder if it is Crane. Over finally. Well, finally 4 would be an R, maybe. Not sure. Don't know. Right, let's try 11 across. Now we got quite a lot of check-in letters there. So this is lost, sadly, icon of church council. It's starting to definitely look like an anagram of sadly and icon, isn't it? Look, we got a lot of the letters there. So maybe lost is the anagram indicator. So of church council is the definition then. So that's going to be, I can see synod, which is definitely the Church of England Council, isn't it? Synod. Synodical. It's a word I don't say very often. Synodical. So we have, it's definitely an anagram, isn't it, of sadly icon. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Any sign of any more, anything themey? Not that I see. Don't know. Not yet, anyway. Let's try 13 down. Having billion, want jet. Having billion, want jet. I'll have this. This is jet. Here's the definition. This is a cool clue. So a billion is B. We have having the billion, then we need want, which is lack. So we put the B with lack, and we get black, meaning jet. That's cool. 17 across. Ordinary accident on advanced vessel. Ordinary accident on advanced vessel. Well, advanced can be abbreviated to an A. Now, is it this A, or is there another A there, do you think? So what does this mean? It means ordinary or vessel. It means one of the two. Ordinary accident. What's an accident? Ordinary can be an O as well, actually, couldn't it? Because that's from ordinary levels, like O levels. And A levels are advanced. Vessel. Oh, you know what? I have it. It's aorta. That's a tricky little clue there, isn't it? So we have ordinary, and then accident is RTA, a road traffic accident. And it's on advanced. So it's an on advanced there. So then we get aorta, which is a vessel, like a blood vessel. Cool. 14 down. Can dog, when trained, find different gear? this feels like an anagram. I would just like the trained be like an anagram indicator. 6 and 4 is 10. That's 6 and that's there. Look, can dog when. Find different gear. Change down. That's cool. Thank God for anagram clues. That's what I say. Good. Right, 22 across. That looks like an interesting word with a K there. Man about to catch large alien. Oh, I have this. I think my years of watching Star Trek have helped here. This is Klingon, isn't it? Klingon is an alien. Now, how is that working? A man is a king. Like a chess piece, it could be a king, couldn't it? And it's about, then, is another use of about, is on, O-N. It's a synonym for about. If you write a piece about something or write a piece on something, and it's all about, and then it's catching large. Large can be abbreviated to an L. In fact, if you see large in a clue, it's pretty much just know you're looking at a letter L. And Klingon, alien. Nice. Let's try 23 down. Filthy little devil, midge perhaps. Whenever I see little devil, I always think of imp. Looks like imp here. That means the definition is going to be filthy. Oh, what a clue. What a clue. Nice reference to our favourite, everyone's favourite Scottish vocalist from the 80s, Midge. What a cool clue though. It's very nice surface, isn't it? So we got imp, little devil, and then Midge. Cool. 26 across. Prompt penny to spread bust. Prompt penny to spread bust. Prompt penny. Oh, hang on. I just missed a letter here. There should be a D there. O-W-N. There we go. Change down. So, prompt penny to spread bust. I like this phrase here, penny to spread bust. That to me feels like penny is inserted into a word for bust. So I think this means prompt. Rapid, I'm going to go with rapid because it fits, and it also means prompt, like quickly. And a bust could be a raid. You know, if you do a bust on a drug bust or whatever, it's a raid, isn't it? And there are pennies in the middle of it all. Abbreviated. Cool. 26 down. Odds bolstering initially rank and file. Odds bolstering initially rank. So this is, I would say, initially is a wordplay indicator of just take the initial letters. And odds are bolstering initially rank. So I think a word for odds is underneath an R, which is here. And the whole thing means file. Odds. I've seen this before. Odds can mean, it can be abbreviated to SP for starting price. I think that's what this is. This is a RASP, isn't it? Because a file is a RASP. And we're initially here's referring to rank and also to and. That's a cool clue there. Rank and file. You get that into a clue. It's nice, isn't it? We get RASP. Brilliant. Right. 30 across. Let's go. Stalky kale uprooted with wrist. Stalky kale uprooted with wrist. The uprooted feels like an anagram indicator. Anything that's about disturbance or craziness or drunkenness or anything like that, that's an anagram indicator. So I think we might be making an anagram of kale and putting that with wrist, an anagram of wrist. So we're making an anagram out of kale and wrist, and it means stalky. Stalky. I want to say straw. Straw-like. There we go. Straw-like would be stalky, wouldn't it? straw-like. Lovely. Good. 24 down. At sea, sailing off the Americas, Orcadian Viking. At sea, sailing off the Americas, Orcadian Viking. This at sea is anagram indicator. Off the Americas, Orcadian Viking. So I see, based on this what we got here, and this word Orcadian is like such a strange word, but I can see the word Nordic in there. I wonder if that Viking here is, so a Viking you could describe as a Nordic person as well. I'm just trying to work out how we get to the Nordic part. If we take the A's out of this, we end up with Nordic, don't we? So that's what this means. Sailing off the Americas, as in getting rid of the A's, because America can be abbreviated to an A, and then we make an anagram of Orcadian, and that gives us Nordic. Wow, what a clue that is! This is brilliant stuff. PostMark, amazing. Right, 27 across. Begins with an R. Satellite pulse appearing on excellent sound system. Satellite pulse appearing on excellent sound system. Don't know. I want to say radio wave, but can't really make that work yet. Don't know. Let's try 19 down, see if we can get something happening there. Heavier crude oil needs refining. Okay, again, this feels like an anagram. Crude oil needs refining. It seems like we are making an anagram of crude oil. It means heavier. I can see, so it's going to be also a comparative. It's going to end in R, isn't it? It might even end in IER. What's that word? Anagram of crude oil. It means heavier. No. Heavier crude oil needs refining. I can see a word there, but I don't know how to make it work. I can see cloudier there as an anagram. If someone's cloudy, it could need refining actually. So does that mean is heavier an anagram indicator? I don't think cloudier means heavier, does it? It's a nice word though. It definitely fits there. CLO. Let's see what this is again. If that's a C, 18 across would be heading west. Bogus quack. Right, that would make a dock because bogus could be cod. So this is definitely a reversal. You know, east to west. Think in a crossword when you hear something heading west, it's going from right to left, which is means that you're reversing in a cross. So yeah, C looks like it's a good start there, doesn't it? That's a cool clue, by the way. That bogus quack. Let's try 25 across then. So if this is cloudier, it's SCL. That's an O. That would be an O there. Managed to get some deliveries in the van. Manage. Anytime I see manage in a crossword, I just want to say oversee. I just want to write oversee. It could be oversee. Hang on. Because let me just write oversee a second. I'll see what I mean. When you some deliveries, we could be talking cricket here, like 6 deliveries in cricket, 6 balls bowled. They're called deliveries. Every time you bowl the ball, you deliver it. And that could be overs. Look, in the van. You get some deliveries in the van. God, I almost thought, is this I thought for a sec, is this a hidden word or something? But oversee, why is that in the van? EE. I don't know. Actually, I'm not really sure about that now. I like oversee if the definition is manage, but I'm not sure. We're always trying to justify Cloudier, aren't we? So CLOU, this should be a D then. Let's see if we can make 27 across a D. So it's a satellite pulse appearing on excellent sound systems. It does look like radios, doesn't it? Radio. Satellite pulse. Appearing on excellent. God, I'm not sure of that either. But Cloudier looks very good there, doesn't it? Let's see if we can get 28 down. If we can get 28 down, then maybe. Animals somewhat inexorably moving north. Right, I've said this a few times. Whenever you see somewhat, you should ring a bell, because it's a hidden word. Now this one, it's a down clue, and we're talking about going north now, so that means we're reversing. So within here, I'm going to play my reversed hidden bell. There it goes. There must be some sort of, oh, there it is, look, oxen, or the animals within that. So radio looks right. I think Cloudier looks right. I'm going to put it in, even though I can't. Needs refining would be Cloudier, wouldn't it? If something's cloudy, you could say it would need refining. Just the heavier part, I'm not sure. It's heavier. Maybe there's no way of saying heavier. No, I don't know. Crude oil. That's definitely an anagram. Yeah, I'm happy with that, but not 100% happy with my parsing of it. So, well, PostMark has annotated solutions as well, so we can check that at the end if I remember, which I never do. But let's see if I can today. Let's go 31 across. Wife leaves tradesman for church leader. This is elder. That's a cool clue. So what's happening there? A tradesman is a welder, and wife can be abbreviated to a W. So the wife is leaving the welder. So W is leaving welder, and that leaves an elder, which is a church leader. See? Cool. Still don't see any theme. Let's try 29 down. Terms for Mum, Madonna, or Holy Mother. I think this is Mary, isn't it? This is, I've seen this before. Terms can mean like the last letter of. So the last letter of Mum, Madonna, or and Holy is Mary. This is sort of semi-lit as well, isn't it? Because the Holy Mother or Madonna is all part of the definition of Mary, isn't it? Cool. So radio ends in an M. Oh, is this radiogram? We used to have a radiogram. I loved that thing. A big wooden casket. Radiogram. Now, how is that working? So, satellite pulse appearing on excellent. Well, no, it's definitely a sound system. It's a radiogram. Again, I'm not 100%, but I like the definition-y part of that, but I'm not 100% about the wordplay. Upper twisty, this one. Let's try 21 down. 21 down, we have fictional detective put violin in shelter. I'm thinking Lestrade is definitely a fictional detective, and a violin is a Stradivarius, isn't it? It's short for that, so it would be Lestrade. Trade. There we go, Lestrade. That's a cool clue. I like that. You think, you sort of think Sherlock Holmes there, don't you? But Lestrade was in Sherlock Holmes, wasn't he? He was a sort of a bungling police officer. Right, 20 across. Hobbit books introducing one left with ring. What a cool clue that is. This is Bilbo. Has to be Bilbo, surely. How does that work? Let me just write it in and then we'll get it. So, Hobbit is the definition. There's also one left with ring as Bilbo, wasn't it? But basically, books is B. One left is I-L. Books is B again, because we have books here. So books introducing means books contain one left, I-N-L, with ring. The ring is an O. Cool. Very good. 16 down. Bird well trimmed with sauce, no stuffing. Bird well trimmed with sauce, no stuffing. So sauce, no stuffing to me means take the stuffing out of sauce. So just have an S and an E. And that's going to end this. So that makes this goose. G-O-O-S-E. Goose. So a bird well trimmed. So well trimmed. What a clue. It's so clever. So well trimmed would be good. Trimmed. So take off the last letter of good. Put it with the S-E of sauce. And we get a goose. A bird is the definition. So cool. So this is over C then. Some deliveries over. So some deliveries in over. In the van. C. God, what's that? Is van short for Vatican? Is it something to do with that? I don't know. Okay, let's try 15 across. See what we can get there now. So mangling tango, disheartened stud. Tango, just thinking about it now, tango is also in the native alphabet, isn't it? Could just be the letter T. This could just be here. And then we need disheartened stud here. And then maybe the definition is mangling. Yes, this is tearing. Wow, what a clue. So we got a stud as an earring, isn't it? But if we dishearten the word, we're taking the middle letter out of that word. So we take out one of the R's and leaves us with earring. And then we put the T in front, gives us tearing. Tearing for mangling. Brilliant. 6 down, what's going on there? Crack camel's bread to run. What is that word? Camel's bread to run. Oh, I have it now and it's brilliant. Wow, look at that. The definition is actually crack. So to run is the anagram indicator. Look, it's de-scramble. You de-scramble something, you crack it, don't you? Brilliant. So good. And this looks like crane as well, doesn't it? This actually looks like crane now. Switch over finally for Fraser. I think this is crane. I think Fraser was definitely called Fraser Crane, wasn't he? Or his first name, not Fraser Crane, his actual name was Crane, wasn't it? Fraser Crane. I want to say Fraser Crane. It wasn't Crane Fraser, was it? It was Fraser Crane. Okay, cool. Well, we've got everything done here. Let's just see. We go back to one down. Don't know how I've managed to do that. I keep thinking we've more to go back. I've got stuff to revisit to understand the wordplay, I think. One down. Derby boss avoiding dirty jobs regularly goes out. So I think out or goes out is the definition here. Just seeing what words fit in there. Ebbs fits there. Ebb and flow. Yes. Oh, look, and if we look at Derby, E-B-B-S, it's like ebbs. So what's all this avoiding dirty stuff? I think this is ebbs. Oh, I see what it's done now. This is cool. An interesting way of doing it. Because look, literally, you could say Derby boss regularly and you would get ebbs there. But what we're doing is we're looking at the regular letters here, the D, the R, the Y, the O, and the S, and we're taking that away from D, R, Y, O, and S. That's so clever. Look at that. He's worked out that the Derby boss and dirty jobs have the same alternate letters that you want to remove. And if you do that, you'll end up with ebbs. Super cool. Wow, what a puzzle. Let's see. I'm being very presumptive here, but let's just see. I'm going to do the old check grid business. I'll pull this up so you can see. Confirm check grid. Yes, we have got there. Wow, amazing. Right, let's have a look and see. Let's have a look and see what's actually going on with that wordplay, will we? Where is the one radiogram? Let's have a look at that. Let's see if I can. We'll go right down to the bottom. Annotated solutions, radiogram. Which one is it? Which is radiogram? I've also forgotten to think about the theme, if there is one. I don't know if there is a theme in this. So 27 across, we want 27 across. Radiogram, satellite pulse appearing on excellent sounds. Definition of satellite. Definition of sound system. Satellite equals IO. Okay. So that's like a moon of Jupiter, isn't it? Pulse is gram. Appearing on positional exo, appearing on excellent, which is rad. So we got rad, IO, gram. That's how it works. Got it. Okay. Which other ones do we need? What was the other one we I couldn't understand? Cloudier, 19 down. Let's look at 19 down. Let's see. Did you get 19 down? Let me know if you understood what was going on here. Definition is heavier. So crude oil needs refining. Anagram. Cloudier. Okay, so cloudier does mean heavier. Okay. I will bow to your better knowledge, PostMark. Cloudier, heavier. Cool. But hey, what a brilliant puzzle, eh? Wasn't it fantastic? Such a brilliant, some really, really good clues, weren't there? PostMark is tricky enough, I think, and there was some pretty tricky ones there. No sign of a theme though. I wonder if there was a theme or not. Should we have a look and see if there might have been a theme? But go back here. Let me have a look and go back to where is it? Go back to the annotated notes and see if there's anything about a theme there. Oh, berry theme. Berry theme. Okay. Crane, cranberry. Oh, I forgot to look at Fraser as well, isn't it? So Fraser, so definition by example, Fraser, switch is cane. Over, finally, for, over an R. Yeah. So then we get crane. But cranberry is the theme. So there's all berries in here, are there? Interesting. Let's have a look and see if we can see some berries then. So we got berry, obviously. Oh yeah, blueberry, look. Gooseberry. Maryberry. What else have we got? Elderberry. God, it's so obvious now, isn't it? Strawberry. Raspberry. Blackberry. Cloudberry. Is that them all? Maybe. Chuckberry. We got chuckberry as well. And mulberry. Oh wow. There's quite a lot of berries there. That's so cool. Nice one, PostMark. You've really done a brilliant job there. That's so good. So we did have a theme crossword after all, even though I didn't spot it. Well, did you spot it? Let me know in the comments if you saw the theme, because I had no clue. I was too busy trying to just finish the puzzle, to be honest. Couldn't see the wood for the trees. But yeah, that was great fun, wasn't it? A brilliant puzzle. Thank you again to PostMark for letting me do these, and thank you for watching as well and all your support. So if you like what you saw, please do like, subscribe. You can buy me a coffee on Buy Me a Coffee as well if you fancy it. And big thanks to PostMark. Let them know in the comments what you think of the puzzle, and I'll see you all again soon. Okay, thank you very much. See ya. Bye bye.